abbronzate tutte chiazze, pelle rosse un po' pannazze, sole ragazze che prendono il sole, ma ce n'è una che prende la luna. Tintarella di luna, tintarella come latte, tutte notte sei sul tetto, sopra il tetto come i gatti, ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Tintarella di luna, tintarella come latte, che fa bianco rosso pelle, ti fa bella fare belle, ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Tin tin tin, raggi di luna, tin tin tin, baciano te al mondo, nessuna candida come te. Tintarella di luna, tintarella come latte, tutte notte sei sul tetto, sopra il tetto come i gatti, ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Tin tin tin, raggi di luna, tin tin tin, baciano te al mondo, nessuna candida come te. Tintarella di luna, tintarella come latte, tutte notte sei sul tetto, sopra il tetto come i gatti, ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Ma se c'è la luna piena tu diventi candida. Candida, candida.
Late last year, we suddenly thought, Tintarella, why don't we try and record Tintarella? And we played it to Mushroom, and Mushroom loved it, and Michael Gudinski liked it, and they went with it.
Of course, it was a big hit back in Italy in the late 50s.
57, yeah.
And
It's been covered so many times. It's like, you know, it's an absolute rock standard of Europe.
how do you think that the Italians, how do Italians react to it?
They
Are
seem
you
to-
Italian?
No, I'm not.
No one in the group is.
No, I'm Dutch.
David's mum's Italian.
Yeah, David's the only one of the guys, the guy that plays the host, Murray the man. He's got Italian background, but we all come from different.
Our cultural heritage isn't, you know, mine's Marambina.
Well, anyhow, have you got any reaction from the Italian community about
Yes, the older Italians love it because they remember it.
They cry a lot.
They get emotional about it because I think the way we've redone Tintarella, because we've tried very hard to give it that personality that Italian cabaret, Italian rock and roll has, and that's what we love about Tintarella. We've really wanted to express that musically and in the performance of Tintarella.
And it's really not hard to go wrong with such a fantastic song. So this is the reason why we did Tintarella, not because it was Italian, but because it's such a great classic song. I mean, it really
But
is.
it
one
is,
of
yeah, it's also good because it is
the,
Italian.
and because it's Italian,
that
it's
flavour
wonderful.
that it's
Exactly.
got.
Yes, of course.
Because we were sort of asked by the record company to translate it into English originally, and
Oh,
we
yeah, well,
objected to
by
that because
yeah.
that's the feeling of the song, and the words, you
For
know,
one
they
thing, it's
bounce
so-
off the rhythm
exactly,
so well.
and it's so abstract. I mean, the images are so abstract. They're such a product of the time. That sort of 1950s Italian thing. I mean, it's, you know, a song saying, you know, basking in the moonlight would sound silly. You know, doesn't work.
It's the
Yeah.
only song in your app that you sing yourselves at
That's
the
right.
moment, isn't it? Are you planning to do more? Like to
Well, I mean, as soon as we make more records, they'll be whipped into the act.
more cover versions of old hits?
No, we work with a guy.
Occasionally we'll do them.
We work with a guy called Jeffrey O'Connell, who wrote the flip side, Twist Over Glover, and who was very involved in the whole production process with Red Simons. And Jeffrey is a very, very gifted songwriter, and he's very happy to try and, with us, come up with something original for the next single, which we really would like to come up with something original for a follow-up, because, you don't want to keep doing cover after cover.
Are you going to be doing some singing now?
Well, the plan is for me to do the next record. Swivel those hips.
The idea is really not to slot ourselves into any category. We'd like to pull into anything we want to. That's Tintarella's a statement of that, and I think
it
shouldn't matter.
We think it would be certain death to sort of do Tintarella in a green dress, or a Lithuanian twist and shout or something. It just wouldn't work.
But if there were a song that was great and it happened to be French or it happened to be anything, we'd do it. It wouldn't stop us or it wouldn't make us.
After the Biennale performance in April, we got a phone call from Ralph, who's Associate Director of the Sydney Theatre Company, saying would we be interested in expanding, developing the current sort of concept of the show into sort of a full stage show, into a full musical. And we can't, we don't want to say too much about the form of it, but it will draw on what we do now and add the whole thing, the whole extra element of the Globos, us really singing and really dancing and showing, sort of like Garbo speaks, Globos sing, So, and we've sold a synopsis to the Sydney Theatre Company, and we hope to be writing it over the next 6 months.
It'll be like an original Australian pop musical, which is something that hasn't really been ventured into, not all the way anyway, with original music.
So we're extremely excited about that.
We can say that it's about Australian television, the formation of television in Australia in the 50s. And it sort of leads on to a hit parade.
So it should be fast and furious and full of gags.
Okay, thanks very much.